My name is Audrey, and I make content about all things wellness. So, today's topic is going to be the relationship with natural hair. And I thought about this topic because I have had my natural hair out for a couple of days in the past 2 weeks or the past week. And I've been having comments about how my natural hair looks good. And my first instinct is to say, well, yeah, but it's hard to maintain. Well, yes, but yeah, there's something wrong with it. So I wanted to explore the relationship that we have with our natural hair. Good morning, Alice. Thank you so much for joining the live. So I'm just gonna put poll. Do you know how to take care of your natural hair? Okay, so how are you doing, Alice? How are you this beautiful Monday morning? Are you at work? My natural hair is still out as well. Good for you, Alice. Good for you. You said that today you are going to be you're going to be having your apple juice today, so I am assuming you're still off. And so, yeah, okay, you're braiding it on Wednesday. Yeah, it's difficult, and I really want to explore why it's so difficult for us because I think there is something to it. Okay, so oh, great, great, great. So how is the off treating you? I think you really need that because I'm about to start cleaning. Okay, I'm going to do a thorough clean, I think, after my live. Yeah, after my live, I'm going to do a deep clean because I wasn't able to do it this weekend as much as I wanted to, but I'm going to go into that. So I am going to start with happy to hear that, Alice. You deserve it. You deserve the break. So I'm going to start with my journey with my natural hair as soon as I understood that I had natural hair, or I understood that my hair was different from maybe relaxed hair or any other hair. So, okay, we have 3 likes. I wonder who else is in the building. I wonder who else is here. Okay. Good morning, Joanna. Good morning, Quinton. Thank you so much for joining. So, today we're talking about our natural hair, guys. And Quinton, I remember you were mentioning something about your hair as well on Dineo's live. So, I think it's not a topic that you're not going to be familiar with. So, I'm happy that everyone is here. So, when I was in primary school, I I didn't know, well, the first few years of primary school, I didn't know that there were different hair textures. All I knew was that my hair was longish, but I couldn't style it the way that other people styled their hair. Good morning, Christina. Good morning, Louis. Thank you so much for joining the conversation. We are talking about our relationship with natural hair. Did I miss Catherine? Oh, okay. Yes. So all I knew was the only hairstyles that I could do were mabanzi, which is African threaded hair. And when my hair got longer, I could do 100 lines. And I think my hair was difficult to just do those all back cornrows. So I would either have those that threaded hairstyle, or I would have 100 lines. And I remember my best friend, my very best friend, actually two of them, had long hair, and they would just comb it out and leave it, or they would tie it in a ponytail. And that's because their hair was relaxed. So that was my first introduction to relaxed hair. And in my mind, at that age, I thought, oh, good hair is straight and it's easy to comb, and you can either leave it out or you can easily tie it in a bun, and you're not going to have any frizziness. Because then I don't know if, yeah, I don't think we knew about edges back then. So that was my first introduction to hair texture that was different from mine. And I always used to compare my hair with relaxed hair because I felt like my hair was not beautiful enough. And when I would try to comb my hair out straight, it would work when my hair was wet, right? So when I had soap in, I would comb it out and then I would see it. I'll be like, oh yeah, my hair is straight. But obviously, when I wash it out, it comes back into a fro. And one thing about my mom, she did not want us to relax our hair, especially at that young age, because she was afraid of the chemicals and how it would tenderize our scalp. So she said that, well, when you start working and you have your own money, you can relax your hair, but as long as you're living under my roof, you cannot relax your hair. So I'll take a pause there and let's hear what Joanna is saying. I also did not know. I'm only understanding my hair now, and I knew it's type C African hair. And later on, my hair was not doing what most type C hair do. So someone told me mine is 4B. And that's a big discussion as well. So within natural hair, we do have different textures, right? And most of the videos that I see online, styling videos, are always 4C type hair. So there are certain twists out you can do with 4C that you can't do with my hair, because my hair is also, it's thin. So when I put it out in a fro, it looks like it's a bit thick, but it's not. It's very thin and it's so coily. So I still haven't found people who have my texture of hair. So even when I go online to search what to do with it, I haven't identified what to do with it exactly yet. You see, the hair types are also confusing me more, Jojo. Yes, Lungi, because I think it's the same with skin types, right? You have your dry skin, your oily skin, your combination skin, but also mine is sensitive. So what works for one person doesn't work for me. So I have very coily hair, but it's not as thick as 4C hair. So it's very difficult for me to style it the way that other people's natural hair is styled. Back in the days, I used to relax it because it made sense, because natural hair was associated with those nice curly colored people had. Joanna, that is a huge discussion, because my neighbor, my next door neighbor, she was colored, mixed Portuguese and I forgot. But she had long flowy hair. And I also didn't understand why my hair didn't grow to that length, and why I couldn't just leave my hair out or tie it in a bun. And I think as we were growing up as well, there's a big discussion on what the schools instilled in us about our hair, but I'll get to that. Ole, good morning. How are you doing? I was watching your video this morning with your niece, and let me just say, I need to hunt for Korean food. Hi, Danelle. How are you? I had a lovely weekend. I had a rest day yesterday from well, half rest day from YouTube and social media, so I'm feeling geared for the week. I just don't know that I just know that I have hair, and it's very disrespectful. Trey, I just got in. What's happening with the hair? Come to SA, I'll sort you out. Okay, Dineo, I will give you a rundown just now. Hi, Sia. Hi, everyone. I'm back for the next hour. What are we talking about? Okay, so we are talking about our relationship with our natural hair. Whether I relax or not, my hair is always soft. Yeah, I also have soft hair, Christina. I also have soft hair, but I'm trying to figure out how to maintain it. I've had natural hair since 2005. Well done, Sia. That is amazing. 2005, that's a long time. Whether I relax or not, my hair is always soft. Okay, so we are talking about our introduction to different hair textures and what that made us feel when, well, we were talking about what it made us feel when we were younger, and how most of us are discovering how to handle our hair or maintain our hair now. And I wanted to speak about how the schools made us feel about our hair. So, for example, and it continues on into the workplace, right? So, my idea of neat, natural hair was when it was plaited. So, me just having my hair out, they used to call it, they said the hair was not neat. So, we had specific hairstyles that we could carry to school. And for the colored people, they could wear their hair out however they wanted. But with my texture and my natural hair, they would say it's not a part of the requirements or the rules and requirements of hair in the school. And they would send you home. And luckily in my school, they didn't do that whole thing of they will cut your hair or shave your hair off. But in other schools in Zimbabwe, they would do that. If you come with your hair and it is out and you haven't had time to make your hair over the weekend, they'll cut it so that you just have short hair. So growing up, I always used to think that unless I have my hair done, right? And to me, my idea of having my hair done is braids, cornrows, a wig, a weave. Unless I have my hair done, it's not neat. So this is why my relationship with my natural hair is like I'm on a journey with it right now, because I'm trying to understand how to maintain it as it is, because I want to wear it out a lot more. Sia, greetings there from Joanna. Dineo, can you sort my hair out too? Okay, Dineo, we are coming to your house to sort these things out, because yeah, I think it's a quite a big discussion there. And I think it has something to do with the beauty standards at that particular time in society, because when I was younger, it was always straight, long, flowy hair. That was the beauty standard. And that's why we had the 100% human hair. And if we had braids, yeah, that was something, yeah, it wasn't really looked at as the hairstyle, right? When I was growing up. But I think maybe from 2020, 2000 and, not 20, sorry, 2010, roundabout in Zimbabwe, more and more people started wearing their hair out. And even on the internet, more and more models were going out with their natural hair. And if you see now, even the celebrities are coming out with natural hair care. So then the natural hair care that we used to get were from, they were produced and they were owned by the other races. So what would work for their hair wouldn't necessarily work for our hair. And now we're seeing a turn in events, and I think that's very healthy for us, and especially for the little girls who are growing up now, because they understand that their hair is beautiful no matter what texture it is. So yeah, let me just catch up with the comments. Although even at work, they used to tell me my hair was not neat, but I did not care, Shane. At work, they used to tell me my hair was not neat, but I didn't care. Yes, yes. Although I was going to mention that as well, because in Zimbabwe, we have the same mindset that natural hair is not neat. So I will get back to that just now. You're the hair at school. It was just too much. We felt so uncomfortable just being in our own crown. And also, because we were not allowed to wear it out, we never learned how to maintain it. We never learned that, okay, if you sleep in a twist, tomorrow morning you can get some nice curls. We never learned that you can have a wash and go, because we never actually explored how to live with our hair out. I grew up with relaxed hair until I started my natural journey, and I must say my natural hair journey has really taught me to love and appreciate my hair, the coarseness, the coils, and everything. I can't imagine going back to relaxed hair, honestly. That is beautiful. So Ole, can you please tell me when you started your natural hair journey, and Dineo as well, because it's something to explore. So with my journey, like I said, in primary school, I always had natural hair because my mother didn't allow us to relax our hair. But I remember when I was 16, because because I was writing my O levels, I thought that I was grown. And then I went and relaxed my hair. But not only did I relax my hair, I went and put a color on it. It was a burgundy color. And for that school term, my hair was beautiful. It was gorgeous. And people loved it, and I got compliments. But I did too much to my hair, and then it started breaking at some point. There, I'm in the background, I'm cleaning. Okay, Alice, no problem. Thank you so much. Ole, lucky for me, I tried out different hairstyles or even shrinkage, but no one has actually told me that my hair isn't neat. That's good, because in Zimbabwe, they will tell you. And it's not only, thank you, SB. I started my journey in 2017. So with Zimbabwe, it's not only your natural hair, but they also have stereotypes when it comes to dreadlocks. So most people who have dreadlocks are looked at in a funny way when they go to work with their dreadlocks, because they associate dreadlocks with deviant behavior, smoking and drinking. And it is, yeah, it's quite a bad stereotype that they have attributed to people with dreadlocks. So most people who have dreadlocks, if they're working, they pack them, and maybe they do it in a ponytail like this, or they do a low bun at the end, but they never actually wear their dreadlocks out unless maybe they're on vacation or somewhere else. And I remember, because of this stereotype, my sister had dreadlocks. When did she start her dreadlocks? I'm trying to remember if it was just out of university or just when she started working. I'm not sure. When she finished her first degree, somewhere there, she started her dreadlocks. And my mom was so stressed out because she thought that this meant that she was not going to get a job. Because in Zimbabwe, when you have dreadlocks, they look at you in a certain way. So my mom every time would be stressing my sister, you have to remove your dreadlocks. They're not professional. They're not neat. But that was just out of concern of her not getting a job. And luckily, she landed a job at the university, well, a different university from where she went to. And then she grew her hair, and it was so long, it was beautiful. But my mom kept on saying, I don't, yeah, you're lecturing at the university, but it's still not professional. And my sister undid her dreadlocks. She didn't cut them off. She undid them, and then she relaxed them. And for some time, my mom stopped talking about her hair. But because she still had the passion for the dreadlocks, she went back into them. And she landed 2 or 3 more jobs with the dreadlocks. So that stereotype, I think, is in mainstream professions, because she worked at a university, then she worked at 2 non-governmental organizations. So because of the nature of work she did, she didn't lose any opportunities because of her dreadlocks. But if she was working like in the banks and all those other mainstream companies, I think it was going to be difficult for her. I started 2019, but I was not getting it right, so it will frustrate me and I would end up cutting it. Yeah, Joanna, I have had the big chop many a times. I have been natural since 2018. I've cut it a couple of times since then. I've literally learned how to take care of my hair not so long. Ah, I see. So it's been an actual journey. I started in 2019 and I relaxed after 2 years. Biggest mistake. Then I cut the hair and started last year. Nice. So me and you have a similar, yeah, we have a similar journey, Alice. I was happy when natural hair became a thing because relaxer used to burn me. Yeah, me too. I have a very sensitive scalp, Lungi. I couldn't use Dark and Lovely. I could only use that, I think it was called olive oil, the green one, because it wasn't too harsh. But yeah, the Dark and Lovely one always used to burn me. Um, Jojo, I feel you because there's a certain length that is unmanageable where you don't know what to do with it. Yes, true. I also tried many hairstyles. I also tried wash and go, but I never used to like it because I used to think my wash and go was not fine because it was not like the American hair influencers. Ole, that's a huge, huge discussion because I don't know why their texture and their length is different from ours. Maybe because at some point in their ancestry they had like mixed blood or something like that. But yeah, I've noticed that as well. Most of the American girls that have 4C, 4B type of hair, the texture is a little bit different from ours. Alice, and your hair is growing pretty well. Yeah, it's growing very nicely. Very, very nicely. Then I learned about different textures, okay? Lungi, relaxer story is painful. Dineo, I will tell you my story just now. I always tell my daughter with dreadlocks that you're beautiful. Either natural looks when she comes and tells me that that in class they are retouching and plating. Ah, yeah, yeah. I think that it's very important because with me as well in primary school, no matter how good my hair was, because I've always had long hair. My hair has always been long, but it's not thick and yeah, it's very soft. But I envied what the other children in the classes were doing, and it kind of made me feel, not kind of, it actually made me feel that my hair was not beautiful. So yeah, that's amazing that you are affirming her hair. Ole, so true. It is a journey of discovery. I actually went to my MD with natural hair in 2007. Oh, that's amazing, Sia. That is amazing. I would tell her chemicals are not good because she has sensitive skin like me and Lungi. So that is actually very good. Lisa and Mushle are in the building, guys. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining the conversation. We're talking about natural hair and our relationship with our natural hair. If I don't put chemicals on it, it grows and is healthy. But once I start using chemicals, it breaks and is unmanageable. Yes, true. I think I have the same problem. Okay, so that was when I was 16. I had the relaxer and I had the color. And then my hair started breaking. It was really damaged. And then I did a big chop, I think, when I was going for my A levels, so lower fifth form and sixth form. I did the big chop again. And at this school, they allowed us to have braids because in the other school you couldn't have like extensions, but at this school they allowed us to have braids. So I cut my hair and it was long enough for me to get braids, so it was easy to maintain for those 2 years. Then I started working and I think I continued with braids, and I now introduced weaves to my hair. And because I wasn't putting any chemical in it at that time, my hair grew so long, but I still didn't know how to wear it out. So I would only take it out when I need to wash it because I have an appointment for my hair the next month. And then when I started going to university, it was the same routine, weaves and braids. And when I worked after university, it was the same routine of weaves and braids. And after university is when I started investing in good hair. Good hair, Brazilians, and yeah, it was just Brazilian hair that I was investing in at that time. So my hair was always in a protective style. And when I would take it out, I would love it because it was really healthy, but I would never take it out for more than a day. So it was always on Friday that I would take out the hair, wash my hair, get my hair done on Saturday, so that for church and work, I would be ready. So for the longest time, I never knew how to maintain my hair. And then after that, when I moved here, when I moved here, I had my natural hair, and then I shaved this whole side of my hair. And I don't have pictures with that. I don't think I still have any pictures with that, but I shaved the whole side of my hair, and then I colored the other side. I was going for the Rihanna hairstyle, so obviously I had to start again. So I started my natural hair journey again, I think in 2017, 2018, thereabout. And it was very healthy, it was growing well, but again, I would never leave it out for too long. Then came 2000 and maybe 21. And there were some hairstyles that I wanted to do with braiding, because at that point I always used to have braids. And my hairdresser, anytime I asked her, oh, I want to do this style, like cornrow styles, she would say, oh, you can't do that because your hair is natural. And then I would just do a different style. The next time, oh, what about this style? And then she would say, oh, you can't do that because your hair is natural. And then I would say, okay, what about this style? And then that it would be the same thing. And my hairstyles would never last more than 3 weeks. And getting my braids done here, guys, is quite expensive. It's steep. The braids themselves are maybe double the price I get them at home. Then the braiding itself is definitely double or maybe 2.5 times more expensive than what I get at home. And then so she said, well, the hairstyle that you want, you have to have your hair relaxed so it comes out neat. But if you also want to keep your hair in for longer, you can relax it. And for some time, that was very true, because I could keep my hair in for maybe 6 weeks and it was looking neat. But anytime I undid my hair was super thin and I didn't like it. So end of December 2022, I did the big chop again, shaved everything off. So right now, I am in my natural hair journey. So yeah, my hair is 2 years old. Dineo, we burnt shame. Our brains got fried too. I don't know about the brains being fried, Louis, but yeah, I had so many patches. Even now in 2021 that I'm telling you, I would have so many burnt patches and it would be so painful. And then I would get my hair done immediately. I just didn't know what to do with my hair. Lungi and the hair food of Vaseline story the following day. And the dandruff from the flakes. Exactly. Dineo, we went through so much, so much trying to figure out what to do with our hair. I wish I can see the Riri hairstyle. So there is a YouTube video. I even forgot whose channel it was. Someone was interviewing, the students that will be interviewing other students at university. He was this random guy who just came up to me. So I forgot his channel, but maybe if I look for that video, I will send you the clip, because I really thought that, I was that girl in that hairstyle. I'm restarting my natural hair journey, but I really enjoy short hair. And Mutle, it looks so good on you. You and Koketso. Short hair looks so good on you. And when I shaved my hair, I could see the corners of my head. So I just realized that, what, short hair doesn't work for me, but your head shapes, yeah, it really looks good. And see, yeah, some of us don't have the head shapes to pull off short hair. And Lungisile, I understand you're going to work, but anytime you're on live, I'm just like, wow, imagine if I had that hair shape. So yeah, I would love to have pictures or something of my short hair when it was shaven, but I just didn't trust myself. But maybe if I had, the makeup popping, then I would not be so anxious about what my head shape was looking like. When we used to compete in beauty pageants in primary school, we used to relax using hot stone and was stretching. Oh, Dilot Santolo, long time ago. I don't know, Christina, because we didn't have the hot stones, but we had the hot combs. And yes, I don't remember what it was for exactly, but either a function at church or a function at school. And my mom had that hot comb that she used to put on the stove, and my hair would go straight. It worked, but it only worked for a few hours, because once you sweat it out, it's gone. But yeah, I remember those days. But they can burn your scalp as well, and it was it was something else. Also, Christina, my mom told me that she used to do that. Yes, I heard about the hot stones, but I never used it. But we had that stove hot comb. Even that natural is still painful, and they pull us at the saloon. They get angry when we ask that they do not hair dry us hair. Louis, that chat of saloons, I think that I am a bit more lucky because my hair is a bit soft, but like I mentioned, it's coily. So the ends are always knotted, even though the hair is easy to comb, but the ends are so knotted. And every time I go to the salon, I come back with a headache. I really come back with a headache because they don't know how to do my hair well. Mushle greetings there from Joanna. Dre, your hairdresser did you dirty. I used to do straight back and straight up with my afro without blow drying it. Yes, and I've noticed that when you look on YouTube and you see people, not even on YouTube, in Zimbabwe when I was home, right? I used to do those hairstyles with my natural hair, and I enjoyed what it looked like. And I think they know how to handle natural hair because most people have natural hair and they need to do the straight back and the cornrows. But with her, I don't know, maybe she had like many clients and it was easier for her to do the hairstyles on the relaxed hair than the natural hair, maybe. Because yeah, it was something else. They do Dre. But the short hair looks great on you hair. I'll tell you, I have corners in my hair. I will look at it in the background, right? Thank you, Ole. Thank you. I never used that hot comb, but I used to see my aunt use it, and the hair would come out so straight and gorgeous. And Mutle, I don't know how, but like it would be smoky. If you go into a room where people are using hot combs, it will be so smoky because you're literally braiding your hair, but it will come out so nice, so straight, better than even relaxed hair. I think that's what they call a blowout now. Yeah, I'm sure that's what they call a blowout now. That was the hot comb effect. Lucy Ledebe, and the natural hair salons are so expensive. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about why we have to pay more to maintain our beautiful natural hair than just to just go to the hair salon and do our hair well. My hairdresser prefers to blow dry the hair before braiding, especially straight back up, because my hair is coiled. So me and you have the same texture, Alice. You're crazy expensive. True, true. Everything that involves our hair is so much more expensive. And actually, I think it depends on the demand versus supply, because when I moved here, getting a blowout was so cheap, so affordable. I think it was maybe $1 then. So they would blow dry it and straighten it with a brush, not with a hot comb, and it would look so nice. But now it's the same amount they charge for a blow dry for Caucasian hair, so it's a bit more expensive now. Yes, Ole, they are really expensive. For my wedding, I went to a natural hair salon to do ipondo, and I paid over 1,000 rand. Dineo, please confirm, is ipondo the one where they blow dry your hair, then they put gel in your hair, then they tie it, and then they put a braid or they put human hair? Please confirm if that's it, because 1K is ridiculous. Did they know it was for your wedding? Did they charge you like that? Because because the last time I got that done in Zimbabwe, it was $15. How much is $15 in rand? Wow. I just want to check, because that is, so I got it for $15, which is 270 rand. That's what I got it for. So yeah, it's crazy. Yes, straight is, but because it was natural hair salon, they didn't use a blow dryer. Oh, so what did they use, Dineo? Knowing that I'm a DIY queen, I was not happy with paying that much. Yes, yes. Which is why now I'm exploring doing hairstyles by myself, because I just understood that when it's natural hair, it gets a bit expensive. I do my own reties, but I need to go to the salon because it takes, because of time constraints, and they are charging 850 to do it. Guys. And how often are you supposed to do the reties? How often do you maintain it? Is it every month or every 6 weeks? How often do you do it? Because if that's a monthly charge, Ole, that is just, I don't know. I don't know what to even call it. It's just too much. So let me go back to my notes. Let me go back to my notes and see if I left out anything. Okay, so another thing that I had noted down, they just put me under a hood that used for treatment. Oh, so the hot, was it like a hot oil treatment? Because they do that a lot in Zimbabwe, and it works so well for my hair, because somehow, because of the porosity, I think, of my hair, it doesn't keep product and it gets dry quite easily. So when I oil my hair, when it's done like this, it keeps the moisture, but when it's out, it doesn't keep the moisture. So I had to do hot oil treatments a lot, 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, but still, Ole, that's expensive. That is so expensive. You guys have money. Lugi, I don't think we have a choice. I don't think there is a choice, unfortunately. And also, this money thing is why I would always revert to a wig or a weave, because once I invest in good hair, like I said, one of my wigs, I've had it for over 4 years or over 5 years. So if I have 2 or 3 wigs on rotation, all I have to do is do that thread under my wigs. And I've invested in that, and I can wear wigs over and over and over again. But in summer, it's quite difficult because you sweat it out. But yeah, it's cheaper for us not to even wear our hair out. And that's a big conversation in its own. Why is it more expensive for us to just embrace our natural hair and natural beauty? Why is it so much easier for us? And relaxer is actually quite cheap. I don't know how much it is in South Africa, but in Zimbabwe it's $5. That olive oil one that I was telling you is $5, and Dark and Lovely is $3. So if, and I used to use that twice, and if it's that cheap to relax my hair, and the natural hair products were very expensive. So yeah, it's sort of like society pushes us not to be natural somehow. I don't know. Lungi, it was my special day and I wanted to look beautiful, especially because I wanted to go a natural hair salon as opposed to a normal salon. May I ask, what race were the people in the natural hair salon? And if you had gone to another salon, would they be the same race? Because I've noticed that here, the local people, when they're doing hair, they're always less expensive than, the foreigners, my race of people. So for example, if I want to do a blowout, it would be cheaper in the salons than for my fellow people to do it. And I understand it's a business and everything, but sometimes it makes it hard for people to support your business if you are charging those types of prices. But it also, yeah, it also comes down to the amount of people they get, supply and demand, and where they buy their things and their overhead. So some of these other big salons, they've already gone through that and they can lower their prices. So yeah, it's a give and take, but yeah, it's quite expensive to maintain this. Hi, Brian. I don't think I might have a lot to contribute today, but sending love to all the African queens. Thank you so much, Brian. Actually, I will ask you a question because I have noticed this in the African men that I have been surrounded by. They say that they appreciate our hair, right? But just like with everything else, they think that our hair is not done when maybe it's not in a twist out, it's not in braids, it's not blown out. So from your perspective, when someone, a woman, is in their natural afro, for example, or they have twist out, do you consider that as having hair done or it being neat, as opposed to maybe braids or a weave? So yeah, here's a question to you, Brian, so we can get a male perspective. I wish, Lungi, but if I do it myself, I need 3 days, which I don't have time to do. Yeah, sometimes we have to choose our battles, Ole. They sounded same Ghanaian and Nigerian. Yeah, Dineo, I think that there's a lot that goes into these businesses that we might not know, the overheads and everything. But I have noticed that, yeah, most people, the people you want to support, have high prices. And sometimes it's difficult to support those places because of that. I understand, at least you saved on makeup. Yes, yes, you chose your battles as well. Ole said, natural hair is a lot of work, if we're being honest. I'll never relax my hair, but it's a lot. Plus, my hair is what we call K hair. I had a lot of learning to do. At least my baby won't have to do that. Oh, that's interesting. I've never heard of K hair. I will Google it after this live though. And yeah, and what you said, Ole, there is very profound. Because, like I said, in primary school, we were not allowed to wear our hair out. So we never learned how to take care of our hair. And if we had learned then, I don't think that it would be as stressful as it then became in our later years. Because when we think about it now, or as we are talking about it now, it's still difficult for me to wear my hair out for more than 5 days because it then gets crunchy, it then gets very hard to comb. And how I comb my hair is just I spritz water on it and it's easier to comb in that state. But when it gets dry, it gets really crunchy. And I'm also conscious about breakage. But the more I learn about my hair, the easier it's going to be for my daughters to take care of their hair because I would have known, number one, the products to use, how to maintain an afro, how to maintain a twist out, and they will be seeing from me and learning from me. Yes, very crunchy, Danielle. If I put a comb through it, it will be going and it breaks. So yeah, very, very crunchy. Makes sense, Didi. It's just wild though that you had to pay so much. Yes, Mutle. But I guess on your big day you make a lot of sacrifices. Stop laughing. My hair is very, very coily and fine. So you can only imagine that combination of hair. It's not good to leave it out for a long time. In our school, you were actually allowed. It's braids that you were not allowed to have. There was a teacher who would go to the extent of cutting your hair if you had braids, not crunchy. Guys, leave my crunchy hair alone, please. Mutle, imagine the trauma. Guys, natural hair is not easy to grow out, first and foremost. And there is a level at which you can't do anything to it because it's too short. So you can't put it in braids, you can't put it in cornrows. So that level is really quite unmanageable, like Dineo and Alice said. Now imagine you've grown your hair to a point where you can have braids in, and someone just cuts your hair. There's so much trauma in that, and I don't think teachers understand. Teachers put us through a lot of things, guys, a lot of things. uh yeah, so much. It's okay, Danielle. Care is a very hard course hair. Oh, okay, Ole. And is it different from 4C? Because when I see your hair, I don't know, maybe it's because of how it's twisted. It looks very soft to me, but I guess it's because of how you've learned to maintain it. So Brian said, interesting. Personally, I don't understand how hair is a big deal, but I feel like hair that is braided is presentable, but I prefer natural hair. I understand how expensive hair can be, but at the end of it all, whatever make a woman feel seen or cared for, where I can, I swipe. Well done, Ryan. That is amazing. So that's something that we are discussing here. Neat and presentable are always associated to when the hair is done or braided, right? So when we try and wear our natural hair out, like I said, it's difficult to maintain it when it's out, but also if you don't have a certain type of natural hair, it's not considered presentable and it's not considered beautiful. So that's why I wanted to have this discussion, because I'm trying to build a healthy relationship with my hair and to learn how to maintain it and to learn how to take care of it, so that yeah, the next generation doesn't have to go through what I went through. Yeah. Yeah, teachers act like they were never students. Some teachers, sorry. Some teachers act like they were never students, and yeah, it's traumatizing to say the least. Okay, Ole, thanks for that. Yeah, thank you, Ole. Also, maintaining natural hair is expensive. Yeah, natural hair products, Lungi, especially here now that I'm not at home, like leave-in conditioner, this type of conditioner, and also because I'm not living at home, if I try to buy the brands I know that are good, like Tresemme or something like that, they are more catered to Caucasian hair and not my hair. So yeah, very, very expensive. Lungi, I think natural products are expensive, but for me, maintenance is affordable because I use my products for longer. Okay. So, Dineo, I don't know if you've ever mentioned this in any of your videos, but I remember last time you said you were going to do a video or a live showing us the products that you use, the conditioner that you use. So I'm looking forward to that, because I really want to, yeah, I want to use good products for my hair. Even though we have different textures, I think using your type of products will be closer than using Caucasian type of products, right? Mostly, yeah, Brian, very, very well done. I see. Yeah, Brian. It's just a societal thing, I guess. Mutle, are you going live today? Please let me know so I can do the right thing. H, the K stands for the word ole. Oh no. All this time you were saying that, I didn't get it. But yeah. Um in Zimbabwe, the derogatory term of that hair was not yeah, it was not attached to a derogatory name that we were called, but it's changing now over time. So kinky hair in Zimbabwe during that time was very offensive because they used to mock our hair. But, sorry, I was just checking my battery. Yeah. But now you find that the kinky texture is something that is being sold and it's something that is being celebrated. But I'm telling you, during that time when oh, nice, Mutle. Okay, we are aligned, sister. Aligned. So, yeah, during that time, using that word kinky, it was really offensive. And even as children, when they were trying to make fun of your hair, like they would make fun of my hair, like I said, natural hair, and they would call it kinky hair. So, yeah, I don't understand, but yeah, we heal and we push through. We heal and we push through. Ole, you are using that word. Yeah, we didn't get it, Ole. Thank you so much, because we were just going, oh, maybe it's like a type of hair, maybe it's a we didn't get it, but thank you for clarifying, because I was saying your hair appears to be similar to mine. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like in the twist out. I didn't understand. But yeah, and I have a lot of products because people are always recommending. Yeah, Lungi, I think that for me, I need to try and look for an influencer on YouTube or on TikTok that has the same hair texture as me. So I can go to those similar products. But for now, I think if I go to like 4C hair products, like what Dineo uses, then it will be closer than what I'm using right now. Mhm. What is the movie called, Mushle? Is it what was that movie called? Happy Hair, Nappily Ever After. I don't know if that's the movie you're reviewing, because if it's that one, I've watched it and yeah. But if it's another one, let me know. Maybe I can watch it before your review tomorrow. Lungu, do you give them time? I mean, do you use a product recommended for long enough? Dineo, that is a good question. Thank you, Joanna. Thank you so much. That is a good question. Because when I used to use product, whether it's hair product or skincare products, I hadn't understood the fact. Even now that you're saying this, it's funny because with skincare, I have understood that for me to see a result, I have to use the product for at least 2 months, right? 60 days, then I can say, okay, this is working for me or not. But I didn't know it was the same with hair care products today, because I always used to think that, okay, as soon as I use it and I wash it off, I'm laughing at myself, guys. Why wasn't it obvious to me? But anyway, thank you. Yeah, Joanna's asking Miss which movie. Oh, I've watched that as well. Self-made, inspired by the life of Madam C.J. Walker. So much to say about that movie. I cannot wait for your review, Mushle. I'm going to be there in the comments because, I have so much to say about that movie. I never had the courage to go natural until we had a pandemic. Then I decided, let me cut my hair and bleach it. And even because we're all Luigi, you know what's funny, right? When I started reading your comment, I really thought it was like a serious comment, and I know what you mean. I really know what you mean because you were just like YOLO, right? But that's not what I was expecting you to say. She said we survived, so I learned that short hair is not bad. Okay, Luigi. Well, thank God we survived, right? Lungi, you are effortlessly funny. I'm telling you, you are effortlessly funny. I stopped doing that, when I transitioned. I used to buy a lot of natural hair products. Since I locked my hair, I just use water and oil and leave in once in a while. Which oil do you use, Ole? Because I've tried all the oils. I've used castor oil, I've used jojoba oil, I've used the Jamaican black castor oil. I've used peppermint oil. Um, there's this oil that people were recommending where you mix olive oil and rosemary and a chili. So I've tried everything. So which one do you use, Ole? I'll never stop appreciating how funny Lungi and Lucy effortlessly are. Honestly, because from nowhere they will just throw in something and we love it. We love it. We need a humor break in some of these lives. Joanna has also watched it, so Mushe, we have a lot to say. Lugi, Alice is just laughing with Lugi there because Brian said, I'm really growing fond of these discussions. I have to step out. I feel like a fish out of water. What are your live schedules? Always a vibe chilling out with you guys. Thank you, Brian. So, usually, I go live at this time that you joined me. So, I don't know what time it is where you are, but I go live at this time. Then the young lady called Mushle, who just commented after your comment, she usually goes after me, but not every day. Like she skips a day. Then now this is going to require me to do a lot of calculations. But 2 hours after that, Lungisile, the person who's making us laugh, then goes after, and then Dineo, who is talking about her natural hair, goes after. Ole goes before me. She usually goes an hour before me or 30 minutes before me. Alice, it depends on the day. She usually picks some random times, but if you can, you can just join in. I mean, in fact, let me give you a jacket, Brian, if you're still there. We usually schedule our lives so you can connect to all the ladies here. They're all content creators, all of them, and believe me, you will love the discussions. Siabonga Languza, English or Spanish? I speak English, and I can say hola in Spanish, and I can say obrigado if that's Spanish, but I don't know if that's Spanish or Portuguese, but I can say those two words. But it's English. Native child oil from the kiddies range. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Joanna said, "Don't kill me." I'm sure that's for Lungi because she's the one that's trying that is trying to kill us with these statements. So, Brian, if you're still here, you can connect with everyone. Everyone who's here is a content creator. So, I also wanted to ask something, guys, and it is related to these hair products. And I wanted to, not just hair products, actually, maybe all products in general. What do you think about the origin of where your products come from? Do you care about where they come from? Because at some point I thought once I move from here, I'm going to start using the Meal hair product. I think it's called Meal. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think I can spell it. I think it's like this. Okay, that one. Because a lot of natural hair girls were using that, and they were saying their products are good. The leave-in conditioner, the oils, they were very good for hair care and everything. And there was a controversy of them not treating an employee, an African American employee, I think, but a black person, that they weren't treating them well. And then they found out that actually this company, I think it's an Asian company. So a lot of people started boycotting Meal. And there was another one, I don't remember if it was Kantu, that also had a scandal about that. And so I'm wondering if you have a product that really works well for you, do you consider those kind of things, and is it something that would sway your mind into supporting that particular that particular brand? I don't, because the ones made in SA aren't good for my hair. Mutle, that actual part, because sometimes we really want to support local, and we want to support the small and medium enterprises. But this is our hair and our skin. And unless they're tested well and unless they actually work for us, it might be difficult to support them. Lungi said, "Hey, Mutle, it was a serious matter. I felt the edge to do things I've never done because it was almost child." Lungi, but to be quite honest, right, there are a lot of things that I started doing during lockdown simply because I feel like my head was constricted. I forgot what they call it. Is it cardboard stress or cluster stress? I don't remember what they call it, but the feeling of being locked inside. And I went through that for the longest time. And for me, actually, I had a good release because all I would do was cook and work out. I was actually in the best shape of my life, my whole fitness career during lockdown, because I would work out at home with Chloe Ting, then I would go for walks, and then I started trying a lot of new recipes. So lockdown wasn't too bad for me, but yeah, maybe because I'm not used to going out anyway, and I was still working. I was working remotely, so my mind was occupied. Ishmina, I have learned to use product produced locally because they're focused and tested on our hair types. Hence, I use Native Child. Auntie Jackie products because I have them chance to help my hair texture. Okay, so Mutle, Native Child has been mentioned by Joanna and Ole. Have you ever tried that? If so, maybe tell us how it worked with your hair. Lungi, I even started exercising hard because I was told people of my weight will not survive. I was not ready to go to heaven. You guys are too much. You guys are actually too much. But also, all these conspiracy theories that came out during lockdown, every day we were stressed about one thing or the other. Guys, that's why I just went off social media, went off news, because especially the WhatsApp groups, the senior WhatsApp groups, you'd hear everything. Sorry guys, I'm just checking my battery. If you would give me 1 second, let me just connect my phone because I'm enjoying this discussion. I am back. I am back. I think the only SA brand that actually works is expensive. It's Sinovuyo Mondiwa's products, but I do not have the arm and leg to spend. Okay. Is that the Native Child, Muhle? Or is that a different brand? Yo, Alison, don't kill. Guys, you know what? I really feel like the fear of death makes people do very, very, very amazing things. Because we went through a lot. Guys, was lockdown a simulation? Was it really a simulation? Because the way we went through life in lockdown is not normal. How did we go through life? I had to ask for permission to leave my house. Like we had this system because we could only leave the house to go to a pharmacy or to go to the market or to a fuel station. But there was something that I had to collect in a different city, and for that you had to like text the government, then they'll either say yes or they'll say no. Like lockdown was just something else. Luigi is laughing with Alice there. Nothing. I want to try Sino's products. They say they help. Is Auntie Jackie our brand? I do use Native Child for my girls. It works for them, but not for me. No, Auntie Jackie, I think is American. But I've heard good things about her products, but I've never actually tried them. Joanna, the things we went through, I was drinking Klonyane every day. What is that, Alice? Please tell me what that is. We had this, maybe it's the same thing, I don't know. But we had this plant called Zumbani. Let me see if I can Google it. So we had this plant called Zumbani, which they could extract oil from, and also where, I don't know either. Okay, let me try Zumbani, Zimbabwe. I don't know, maybe it's the same plant. Okay, maybe I'm not spelling it correctly, but this plant, they would now crush the leaves and some of the fruit, and then we would drink it every morning. We would also inhale it. So you know that steam therapy where you put a herb in hot water, then you inhale it with like your towel covered. That's what we used to do every day for fear of dying. So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, Alice. Do you use Native Child kids range, Mutle, or adults? I use the kids products. Auntie Jackie, I know works. Love their shea butter and leave-in conditioner. Her hair serum apparently does wonders. Lungi kids range for the kids. Ah, okay. I use the Native Child, Afro Botanics, and Duck and Lovely products. They work for my hair. There is this Duck and Lovely, I'm forgetting what it's called, but the one that is for curls, that brings back the curls, that really worked well for my hair and it smelled so good. But I can't find it here. A plant tray. Yes. Alice, yes. So it is the same plant. It's the same plant every day. Alice. Trying to run away from death. Guys, lockdown was just something else. I really feel like psychologically it had a huge toll on us. Besides what happened physically, psychologically we went through the most. Never tried Sino products. Do they work? And I know Sino products might be more focused on type 4C. Maybe. I'm using Vaseline now. These products confuse me. My son is at least using them, so it's not a waste. Vaseline, the petroleum jelly. Look, let me tell you something about my relationship with Vaseline. In fact, not my relationship, but my grandmother's relationship with Vaseline. Anything that you were going through in life, Vaseline could fix it. If your mouth was dry, Vaseline. If you had a cut on your hand, Vaseline. If you needed to oil your hair, Vaseline. What else did we used to use? If your nose was dry here, if you had a flu, right? You're always blowing your nose and your nose is dry, Vaseline. So I believe in Vaseline a lot, but also maybe your hair doesn't need a lot. So if Vaseline is working for you, amazing. No, she's not our brand, Auntie Jackie. Yeah, I think she's an American brand. I think she caters for 4C hair also, Joe. Okay, all right. So maybe, yeah, maybe she tested on 4C hair. Am I on mute? Guys, please confirm because I'm just moving my mouth here. Am I still on mute? Wait, let me check from my phone. No, Jojo, I can hear myself on my other phone, I think. No, okay. Jojo, I think it's from your side. I never drank it, Mina. I was like, if it's time, it's time. Joanna, Joanna, I love your confidence. Let me just have time with my kids. And that time I was so heavily pregnant, me with the scary, man, that was the scary part for me. Wow. That is scary. Like I can't imagine that time, especially that time where, with hospitals, and yeah, I was even afraid to get sick in any manner because I didn't want to step into the hospital. That time was very traumatic, guys. Yeah. But I'm happy you went through it, Jojo, and you're still here. Your mine is not 4C, it's 4B. Oh, yeah, exactly. Mine is also 4B. Dandruff, Yona Lungi. Good question. But Mushle, when I was younger, like I said, we always used to oil our hair with Vaseline because we always had that big tub of Vaseline at home. No matter what you don't have, you have that big tub of Vaseline. So we always used to oil our hair with that. And I never had dandruff, but maybe because I used to wash my hair more regularly. Yeah, I used to wash my hair like every week. I can hear you. Okay, thank you, Mushle. Luckily, Mushle, I don't have dandruff. Yeah. Sorry, my kids turned off the earpiece, so I couldn't. Tell your kids I said Auntie Audrey loves you. Why are you turning off the earpiece? We're all family here. I think also hair and weight also have a lot to do with genetics. It does, Lungi. It does because especially hair, yeah, and weight as well. But I've noticed, like, my friend that I was telling you in primary school had the long flowy hair. It wasn't because of the relaxer that she had the long hair. She just had good genetics. Her hair was, it still is actually. And that girl is always cutting her hair because she knows it's going to grow back nice and long every time. So that's true. You're one of God's most chosen, Lugi. I'm a sucker for Vaseline and Zambuk. I only got introduced to Zambuk from Alice's live where she was broadcasting from Botswana. And someone was asking, so you also have Zambuk in Botswana? But yeah, I haven't seen that live yet. But the Lolo hairline care, my dear. Oh, well, we still have something. Mutle Simpiwa is doing push-ups. Okay, so he can push the couches around helping me. That is so nice and so sweet. We love a helpful lad. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Simpiwe. Thank you. Alice, a good man. An excellent man, but push-ups, is dramatic. Let the boy warm up, Alice. Let him warm up, please. It's a heavy job pushing couches around, so he needs to make sure that his joints are nicely warmed up. I bought the native oil for my son's hair and it's helping Yazimushle. Oh, that's nice. Unless it's not romantic at all anyway. Yeah, let him warm his muscles a bit. Guys, I wanted to ask you a question because I noticed I don't remember whose live I was on Saturday, and someone said, "Yo, way," and then on Lomile's vlog, someone also said, "Yo, way," and that's something we say in Zimbabwe. But I don't know if you have the same meaning. So in Zimbabwe, "Yo, way" is an exclamation of, "Oh my," like something bad has happened, but it can also mean your way, like I'm about to tell you some tea. So is that the same way you use your way? Because even the way you spell it is the same way we spell it in Zimbabwe. It's not dramatic, Mushle. It's not. Remember me, TM Nails. Hi, TM Nails. You have joined my live before, so I do remember you. Funny enough, from your handle. But yes, I don't know what you wrote there. And if you're saying hello, hi, How are you doing on this beautiful Monday morning? It's the same day. Okay, guys, we are the same people because when I saw it, when I saw someone writing it on the live the first time, I was like, "Ah, let me not ask because maybe, the person has a Shona background or something." And then I heard it on Lomila's live. I was like, I need to ask. I'm done with being shy. Let me ask. Let me ask. Okay, I understand now. Because of your keyboard, what you're writing is before your name. Yes, TM Nails, I do remember you, and I remember you from one of my lives. And yes, you were talking about bullying. I am so happy. Thank you so much for the feedback. Wow, that is so. You don't understand how much of good news that is to me. And yeah, I'm happy that we were able to help you in one way or the other. Oh, so I'm so happy for you. Thank you. You made my Monday morning. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, guys, I think that it is time to say goodbye, take a break. I need to start cleaning. I really want to stay here for longer, but yeah. I think if there's nothing more, this was such a great discussion, guys. You are helping me to fall in love with my natural hair more. So thank you. Okay, Mushe, I'm here. TM Nails, thank you so much for the love. I'm sure that you wouldn't understand how much your message has helped me this morning, but it has helped quite a lot. Thank you so much. Okay, so what else did I want to say? So there was a lady who started a business in Zimbabwe. It was a shea butter business. So obviously you could use it for your hair, you could use it for your body. And unfortunately, even though she had really good prices, it was very reasonable, her business didn't go far because there is this thing of not trusting a new product, which is understandable. But also, I think the logistics, like she didn't know how much the logistics would cost. And yeah, now her business has been quiet for quite some time. And I'm really sad for her because I used her products. Oh, she also had a black soap. So for that was for a body scrub and everything. And I really loved her products and I was hoping and praying that her business would go far, but that's just the thing with business. That is just the thing with business. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't, but I would love to support local where I can. Okay, I'm struggling with the 75 rocks. It has gotten extremely cold and I'm struggling to wake up for exercising. Please share tips on what motivates you to wake up to exercise in winter because I know you exercise in the morning. Mushle, first of all, I have a very good sleep schedule. So I think that is the number one thing that helps me because I've trained my body and it wakes up at 6 or at 10 to 6 whether I like it or not. Now in winter what's hard is the fact that you have to actually get out of the blanket, right? But one thing that should motivate you is the moment you start working out, you're going to feel warmer. So that's one thing to consider as well. But number one is your sleep. If you're not rested well, it's going to be very difficult for you to work out in the morning or to wake up in the morning. So try and see what your schedule is like because I just got an idea for the life pandemic. Okay. Another thing is plan your outfit and your workout the day before, so it's something less for you to worry about. So I remove a lot of barriers from my workout and that helps me a lot. when I started working out in the morning, actually, Mutle, it was forced upon me because I had started working in my university. And I didn't like working out after work because the gym would be so full. And my body has just gone into that routine. So give yourself 21 days to build this routine. Try, I know it's hard, but try and be in bed 10 at least or 11, depending on what time you wake up in the morning. I don't know if the girls are still going to school. What time? This is July. Because I think in Zimbabwe schools are closed. So I don't know if the girls are still going to school. If they are, then good for you because you're going to be waking up early anyway. But if not, just try and sleep a little bit earlier so that your body is rested enough and you remove that barrier of waking up. Then remove the barrier of trying to see what you're going to wear to work out. Then remove the barrier of trying to figure out what you're actually going to do in the workout. When you have that kind of a routine, but try it for 21 days. After 21 days, I'm telling you, your body will wake up by itself. So, yeah, that is a pointer. I really hope that helps. Yeah, that helps, Lungi. It does work. It sure does. Don't listen to your haters, never. The good thing you have people who love your videos. Thank you so much, TM. Thank you. I really appreciate that. The ghosted lady. Thank you so much for joining while you're at work. It doesn't go unnoticed. Thanks, guys. Have a great morning, ladies. Most welcome. It is our pleasure, Joanna. Thank you so much for being here. I have liked the video. Thank you so much, the ghosted lady. Thank you. Okay, I just got, okay, the pandemic, yes. I'm literally restarting to day one because of the past 2 days. Yee. Mushle, I'm so sorry. But that's the good thing about these challenges as well. Because the moment you get to 21, they're back to school tomorrow. Okay, that's actually going to help you. Because yeah, once you wake up, you just don't go back to bed. So that's going to help to build that 21-day routine. Jacina Cabo, hi, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining the live. You actually reminded me that it's school tomorrow, so I will really have no choice but to wake up. Exactly, Mushle. So we're good. We are good. But I'm telling you, after 21 days, it's going to be a part of you. You're not going to want to stop. Yabona Mushle, the reason I haven't been able to start 75 every time I start, something happens. So, Lungi, are you still going to the gym after work? Because with mine, you have an off day. So you can have an off day Saturday or Sunday. I know you wake up late on Saturday. So yeah, maybe try it like that, because this whole business of studying back I know I tried my best not to suffer it because I was already in the routine. But when you're starting, yeah, it's hard. In my country, it's evening. Okay, TM, great. Nice to know. So what are you talking about? Little T, we were talking about natural hair journeys, and then we hinted on the pandemic. Now we are talking about working out and motivation to wake up early in the morning. You are. I really want to do it, Lungi. Mushle, one thing about these challenges, they change something within you when you finish it. It is definitely the physical results. Yeah, you're definitely going to see that. But when you finish a challenge, it shifts your mindset because you know you have done something and you know you can do more. But this idea of not starting or starting and stopping gives your brain a lie of I I can't do it, or if I try, I'm going to fail. But once you finish it, I'm telling you, there's nothing, absolutely nothing you can't put your mind to and you won't do it. So That's why it's so long, because it's supposed to get you through that strain. And once you've gotten over a certain mark, there were people that were doing the 75 hard, like the original one, in snow, in rain, in wind, because you've gotten to day 30 and you're thinking, should I start? I can't start again. Let me just go out in the snow. Of course, mine has nothing to do with that because it's only one workout. But once you have built that type of resilience in one aspect of your life, and you have seen the results of that resilience in, well, you'll see it physically, but it does, I'm telling you, it changes your mindset. Your whole mindset changes. In every other thing you're going to do, you're going to know that when you start something, you can finish it. Sometimes that's the motivation we need. That's the motivation we need. It's the way my life is set up, Mushle. Yeah, Lungi. I think it's also difficult because you have Lumumba is still quite young, so maybe it's a bit taxing for you now. So yeah, maybe when he has a bit more independence and he's not a Velcro on you that much when you're at home, it might work. But yeah, you can do it. No matter the situation, you can do it. I believe that you can do it. Next year I'm going to grade 7 and it's hard for me to wake up. Can I get tips? Okay, so the same tips. Try and sleep early. So when I was growing up in primary school, when it's a school night, and I was joking about this on Joanna's live, that is it a school night or it's not a school night. In my household, we had a school night versus when it's not a school night. So our school nights were Sunday to Thursday. So Friday and Saturday were non-school nights. Those 2 days we could sleep as late as we wanted. But on school nights, we slept at 8 p.m. So whether you are going to wiggle in bed or whatever, by 9 or by 10, you're going to be sleeping, because we had to wake up at 5 to get ready for school, or 5:30, I don't remember. So try and have a good sleep schedule so you have enough rest and it's not hard for you to wake up. Hi, Danelle. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Push Mutle, you can do this. I believe in you. Push Mutle, because Dre's range is crop top, so we must work hard so he can be buying a stomach out of our top for Nicks. We can't be buying a stomach out. Top for Nicks. As for stomach out, Lungi. In Zimbabwe, we didn't call it stomach out, right? We used to call it guvu out. So guvu is like your belly button. So we used to call it guvu out. That just took me way back, Luigi, because that's what we used to call it when we were in primary school. Wow, that is a throwback. Thank you. I'll keep you updated. Of course, Mutle, it is my pleasure. Lalela, that's the biggest motivation, Luigi. Yes, yes, yes. Move out. Yes, Tuneo. That's what we that's what we used to call it. I can't believe we used to call it that. Oh, Tolene, how are you? First of all, when you get into someone's life, you have to greet them. That is the polite thing to do. And both, Tolene, because both are people, both are human beings. I hope that answers your question. Okay, so that's why I said both, because you are a person and there are other people like TM there who is from Israel, right? So both, because both of you are people. Do you have the task to be completed with 75 soft? Please share. I'm starting next week. And I'm glad my mindset with exercising. Yes. So today I will go to the gym later or do homework if my errands run over time. Okay, I will look for a post. I'm sure someone put an Instagram post of it somewhere. So I'll look for a post and I will share it to you on your Instagram, Joanna. Because Race Collection needs us to be looking stunning. One day I'm going to do a video of when I started with those same gym sets and where I am now, so you can really see the difference, guys. You don't have to be you don't have to be looking a certain way. My gym sets are for every body type, okay? They're for the journey, because for me it started with the journey, and then here we are now. Okay, let me just see if I can find the rules here while we are still here. Um, okay, so Joanna, eat well and only drink on social occasions. So with 75 hard, you can't drink alcohol at all. Then train for 45 minutes every day. In 75 hard, you have to train for 45 minutes indoors, 45 minutes outdoors. So this one is just one 45-minute workout every day. 75 days without a day off, and 1 day for active recovery every week. So active recovery would be a walk. So instead of a hard workout, you can do a walk on your day off for 45 minutes and drink 3 liters of water a day. So yeah, these ones are quite easy, to be quite honest, because the first one I did was 75 hard, and it was a lot. You should try. You should fly to Israel. It's a beautiful country. My parents have been to Israel. TM. They visited Israel in 2000 and I think 11 or 12, and yeah, they did say it's a beautiful country, and they said that especially at sunset, when the sun is hitting the buildings look gold. So yeah, I know Israel is quite beautiful, and one day I will visit the country. I would also love to visit Palestine. That's why I said that. I think both, because both are human beings, both are people. So yes, thank you very much for the invitation, TM. I appreciate it. So guys, yeah, I've been here for 15 minutes longer than the time I said goodbye. Thank you so much for staying with me. So let's say our goodbyes, and we will wait for Lungi, I think, in an hour 20, where we will be talking about the pandemic. Bye. I will miss your life. Thank you so much, TM. I'll see you next time. I'm always here during the week at the same time. Goodbye, Mushle. Bye. See you tomorrow. Yeah. See you tomorrow during your live. People don't want to say goodbye because they don't want to leave me. You guys are so sweet. I love you. But I have to love and leave you. All right, guys. Goodbye, Dre. I'm now cleaning the veranda. Progress. Progress, Alice. We love it. Bye, everyone. See you at Lungi's. Okay, guys. See you there.